Hello all, with the new season of All-Out War about to commence, the largest real-time strategy game mode we have. Everyone, whether we're a competitive player pushing ranks or just play for fun, regardless knowing your lineup's power, commander synergies, and how and where we can maximize these boosts your performance. To start off, we will first be looking through the Cavalry lineups, focused on commander damage. We'll also cover some extra commanders which will benefit this lineup still just from their raw power. So let us begin. Firstly, we will be talking about the troop conversion exclusive to Cavalry. This is when your whole army is entirely Cavalry. We will be able to convert them into Wildborn. These troops will take 30% increased counter damage, will have a 10% movement speed increase, and upon engaging in a battle, their damage will be increased by 40% for 3 seconds. These, along with the Bowman troop conversion, have the most significant changes in their playstyle. Sorta. The intent for these types of armies is to be a hit-and-run style, better for engaging lone targets off away from their main forces, isolating and chipping at their health. In general, the movement speed addition will help in retreating from other cavalry armies and those with other troop types which may be using Mengo's speed boost. We would actually say, compared to the other troop conversions, this is one of the weaker types. If you are a stronger Cav player with the top commander lines we will be listing soon, then the speed and massive damage boost during first engagements will outweigh the additional counter damage they will take. Moving on to the commanders, we will start with the core of the Cavalry synergy. The Cavalry lineup's pretty much the same as your standard female lineup, with the core being Layla. She will allow your commanders to activate their skills a second time, dealing more damage in quicker bursts. As for the top commanders who will be used, nearly always Dany and Sinel, where Dany will launch a powerful dragon attack, hitting up to 5 enemies for 1,200 damage coefficient. And Sinel, who will boost your cavalry attack by 1,800% after every commander skill, active stacking up to 3 times, lasting for 8 seconds. In addition, Sinel will also increase your commander's active attack by 180% for 8 seconds. Where can this be used? Another commander attack buffer available is Jean, the free-to-play option. She will simply boost your commander damage by 60%. Both Jean and Sinel benefit most from being in the first commander slot, or when they're able to cast right before your main attacking power commander like Dany. Or really any other commander with attack damage that will synergize with your cavalry armies at least effectively. Moving on to Salma, a very popular cavalry commander, who will boost your cavalry attack by 1,800% and reduce the counter damage by 90%. And for very many cavalry lineups, we will lineups whether a primary or sublines, Salma is always consistent in what she provides to your line. Where she will be most effective depends on what other commanders you have. For most cases, as first commander is best, buffing your cav line's damage and reducing your damage taken, as this skill will trigger alone with the enemy's commander. The counter buff can outweigh the damage boosts the enemy line may have, and the damage boost can exceed health or defense boosts the enemy line may be using. Lyanna is a weird discussion. While her skill isn't all too great if you have her and not many other greater options, she will be better than many of the free-to-player cavalry options. She will increase your cavalry health by 1,200% and reduce enemy spearmen attacks by 1,200%. It is great when against spear players, but when you can avoid these engagements you should. It isn't reasonable to be fighting spear armies as a cav player in most instances when unfavorable. In mass battles, when unavoidable, it will give a slight edge, but when they trigger their commander skills, likely boosting their spearman attack, either giving nearly equal to way greater boost to their attack, then you will reduce, even with the health bonus you'll gain. It will not outweigh the enemy army's spear attack like counter reduction can. And finally, looking into the healers, you will have 3 main options. Either the best out of all of them will be Marjorie, who will heal up to 5 allies for 860 coefficient, and Sansa, who is exactly half of this at 430. Along with Annie is a sole army healer at 1,300 for your own army. These commanders are great, and we will cover them more in their very own support class video. And as always, premium options like Sandor, Cersei, and Jon will be great for any lineup, providing very strong general skills which don't have any major synergy. The best out of all of these will be Sandor for his high skill damage and damage boosting. All the cavalry armies in real-time strategy are great mobile forces, using speed and commander skills to their advantage. Whether it is the best troop to play is debated, but their role is clear and their commander synergy is a lot more easier to understand compared to. Thanks for watching.